Good evening, everyone. I'm AJ Mars with my co-host OTL Loogie. We are here for looks like round 12 of the On the Limits Racing F1 League here in the beautiful Brazil. Loogie's going to be joining me in the commentary booth today, helping out with the cameras and the on-track battles. We want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Of course, it's going to be an extremely spicy group here. Loogie doing some last-minute reaching out. We have a completely full grid today, guys, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Glad y'all are with us and can make it. Take a look out on the track to see who our first car is going to be, and I've got a feeling it's probably going to be the Hazard. And it is. There he is on the provisional pace lap here. I'm going to put the tire graphic up on the stream for you guys so y'all can take a look at it, see what everybody's coming out with in the first goes of here in quali. And I will take it off here in a little bit so it's not cluttering the screen. Oh, beautiful day here in Brazil. This is an awesome track, lots of curves, lots of technical braking and accelerating. The front straight, there's a big long straight, followed by the Sector 1 DRS zone, also a very long straight. Not a lot of chances to get away on this track, so everybody's going to be pretty close together. We're probably going to see some fun, exciting, close racing. The weatherman here, Safe Space Racing, tuning in saying dry, so we're going to have a great race here today. Thank you so much, Safe Space Race, for the raid and for the weather report. Shout out to the SSR boys. I see a couple of our guys in the grid today subbing in. Shout out to SSR Stinner. Looks like we got Ultra Titan also races in our league. Dub Z, Zampa, of course. JOC B Mars also subbing in today. It's probably going to be his last race, unfortunately, due to some school stuff. He's taking up his time. The Hazard gets him a lap, 8.9. That's going to be P1, but quickly bumped down to P2 by Chris Wilson in the Racing Points, 7.5 for him. Tufty Candy in there for a 109, and then we've got a Ferrari, looks like Stinner, SSR Stinner in there, 107.8, bumping Hazard and Tufty down, taking that P2 spot. Mercedes of Dub Z getting in there for a P6, 109.9.
He's on the mediums.
Rob and the Haas for a 8.4. You can see Dub Z, yeah, as Luigi said, on the mediums. Mercedes teammate Aerox 1000 coming across now for his time. P6 right ahead of his teammate, also on the medium tires.
The Mercedes boys having a crack on the mediums then. Thinking that's
yeah, it's going to be interesting to see that strategy, both on the medium tire.
I mean, it's only
Q1. A lot of
Q1.
communication there on that part.
Only Q1, so I'm guessing they're just going to use softs for Q2. Not really any tactical advantage to using the hires in Q1 in my opinion, but I'm not sure these guys are remembering that we have full quality here. OTL, I did mention it.
That is correct. All right, Ezzy getting him a time. 9.3 is going to be good enough for P6, bumping both the Mercedes boys down.
Ways to go.
And Comic as well getting a time, 8.6. Everybody making good laps here. Everybody getting around the track nice and clean. Everybody spread out. Zampa stuck in behind somebody, it looks like. No, that's Cruyff in behind the Alfa Romeo. We got Ferrari coming around. B-Mar still in the pits at this time. No. We got a Williams. Is that going to be... That's going to be Jet Adam on an outlap right now, looking to get him a time. Solid contender here. We usually see him up at the front of the grid.
We're getting a bit of traffic issues here in Sector 2.
Yeah, you see everybody bogging up there on the map.
No idea.
Remember, guys, spread out. Leave some room. This is a tight track, especially in that curvy section in Sector 2. Real easy to get up on someone. You don't want to catch contact there. Jet Adam with a purple Sector 1. We're following him around right now.
Hunter ducking into the pits. He's not happy with his lap.
With everybody bottled up there, yeah, I think that'd be a good call. Get in there, get some fresh tires, try to make another go of it. Cruyff on his lap now. One of the Red Bull team members. Tough break last week for him. He's looking to bounce back and get a solid time here, get up front. The key to this track is getting at the front of the grid in quali. You want to be out front because there's not a lot of room to get away from people here, and you don't want to be in that crazy debacle of turn 1, turn 2.
That's for sure.
Big, long, straight, hard left, hard right. It's very easy to get sandwiched in the middle of cars there, and it could end your race before it even starts. So you want to be either out front or towards the back, hopefully with enough time to dodge the chaos. So Jet Adam, as predicted, well up in the grid. P3, 8.1 for him, squeezing in between Hazard and right behind Stenner. Let's see who's coming in next. Looks like an Alfa Romeo.
Let's see how he does.
Samples on and out. Bascombe is invalidated. He would be the next. Cruyff on a lap right behind him. We're going to dip into Cruyff on the Red Bull. Red Bull having a good season this year.
I'd like to apologise in advance to everyone on stream, but I have the sniffles. I'm going to try not to let you all hear it. I'm slightly dying. We're good.
Awesome. As he confirmed, it is going to be dry today. Cruyff in there with a P4, 8.2 for the Red Bull teammate there. Great lap by him. Yeah. My co-host here is up in the Scottish Highlands, if I remember right.
Correct, sir.
You can imagine how cold it is up right now. So we'll give him a free pass on the sniffles today.
Sniffles, as they call it in French.
Alright,
so
just a few guys yet.
His lap is not as substantial as I would expect from Krob.
It looks like he's still on an out lap at the moment.
He's not a 184, but that's not his top pace. I know it's not.
Him and his teammate also on an out lap. Let's see who's behind him. We got Zampa on a lap. B. Mars has also exited the pit in the Ferrari.
A lot of traffic, man. A lot of traffic.
A lot of traffic, that is correct. It's hard to get space here, though. Like I said, it's real hard to get away on this track. It's not very long, and it's very windy. There's a lot of braking sections here, so the front straight and the Sector 1 straight are the only two real long, straight stints of track. There's a little bit of one there as you come into Sector 2, but it leads into a very sweeping right and hard braking section, so it's really hard to get away. Zampa in for a P2 there as we see him cross the line, 7.7. Good lap by him.
Zampa doing well here in OTL this season. One of the top guys. He's got a Krob patting at his heels though pretty soon, I'd imagine.
Absolutely. B. Mars gets him a lap. Gets him a time 8.9. That's only P12 right now. It's going to bump a few of these guys back. We're going to dip into the other Haas driver, Platnor. Maestro finishes in just ahead of him, 16.7, well off the pace. That's not going to be a good lap, but he does have a time for the time being. We'll see him definitely go around again. Just over 9 minutes to go here in the quali session. Platmore putting in a good time there for Platnor, 9.4. He's on the soft tires right in between Ezzy and Aerox, filling out the track. I'm sure he'll come back around and get him another one. So the only guy yet to put up a time is going to be Ultra Titan. He's in the pits still. We'll see him probably get out here shortly.
Yeah, still plenty of time left in Q1. You just need to do one lap, really. As long as it's a substantial one, it'll get you through. So, everyone right now, or from Aerox, Dabsy, Maestro, and Titan, been through at this point. Aerox and Dabsy probably going to set other laps. They went out on the mediums. I would assume they're going to set another lap.
See Hazard there getting a little bit of the grass, able to hang on to the car there as he goes into Sector 2.
A message from Hazard earlier today. He wasn't sure if he was going to be able to race because he had a couple of broken toes. And I asked him how it happened, and he told me that he went out and had a few beers with his friends, a few too many beers in his own words, and came home with a load of scratches and a couple of broken toes.
Oh, tough break. That's a rough way to wake up, hangover and broken toes.
I bet it was a good night though.
Yep, that's a hell of a story if he can remember it. While we're discussing that little incident with the Hazard, Maestro gets him a time, bumps up the grid well up into P6, 8.0. That's going to be put him right behind Krob for right now.
Not a bad time, not a bad time. It'll get him through, I would assume.
As he's looking to improve here, does not.
I was unlucky. He's looking strong today, is he?
Comic right behind him doesn't look like he improved either. We got a Williams, looks like Tufty Candy. Currently P14 looking to move up. Does not appear that he did. The Mercedes team here, Dub Z, P18 right now. Dips into turn 1 on his hot lap. And then as predicted, Ultra Titan out on the track now. The only driver yet to put a time up. Waiting a little bit. Looks like he's trying to let that rubber get laid down a little bit for better traction. We're going to stick with him as he does his lap. I predict to see Ultra Titan at least in the top 8.
Yeah, Ultra Titan's a strong driver, man. Actually, the guys that came to us tonight from SSR, all guys from the tier that me and AJ take care of, tier 2, good guys, handpicked for their racing prowess and their ability to not be, what can only be described as a dickhead on Discord.
Yeah, yeah, all good guys. Of course, Stenner and Ultra Titan, Dubsy, all great guys. Bascombe, as we've seen in the previous weeks, joining into the grid very quick, always up front. Can't say enough about him. Platnor, of course, here and at SSR, great guys. Dubsy moving up 4 spots. P14 for Dubsy with a 8.76. Just out of Tufty's pace. But then, as predicted, Ultra Titan well up the grid, P3. That's going to bump Stenner down as he separates Zampa.
Hazard's gone. He's crashed in Sector 2. He has retired from the session.
Terminal damage for him. Let's jump back here and see if we can get a clip of it. Oh, yeah, he's well off the left there, as we can see from the aerial cam of Aerox.
Yeah.
Big crash for him, and you can see him again with Tufty well off there in the left barricade. Looks like he caught the tire wall.
Yeah, it's
pushing the car a little too hard.
It's an odd one. But he's right on the P15 spot, so it's looking like he's going to get knocked out for sure. Unless...
Yeah, he's still got a few drivers behind him looking to get times.
I mean, Aerox, Flatnor, SDB Mars, they could all improve on those times at this point, so... We'll just have to hold on and hope a bit harder. Will be crossing those broken toes and fingers right now, hoping that he stays in.
Yeah, we see B-Mars here, invalid on this lap. He's going to stay out, try to get him another time. He could definitely bump him down. 3/10 is all that separates him.
Even just a clean lap here for B-Mars, and that would be him probably getting through.
Yeah, B-Mars had a good session last weekend. You saw him get all the way into Q3, unable to get a lap time in Q3, but was very high up in the top, 4th, 5th on the grid there during Q1 and Q2. Ended up starting towards the back, middle of the pack.
Always a good guy.
Yeah, I know he's pretty bummed. We had to talk about it today, about him having to take a little step back from the racing. School's starting to pick up, and as we know, school's the most important.
Definitely.
Oh, there's Platnor with the time bumping him down a slot as we're talking about him. Platnor 8.7 just ahead in P16.
Not enough to beat Hunter's time.
Yeah, B-Mars really picking up the schoolwork and digging in here, taking some AP classes, dual credit classes. He's quite the brains and the driver. We have to give him that. So I know he's definitely bummed having to take a back seat, but he is going to try to get in where he can.
Oh, Bosco.
It's hard to stay away from the seat. B-Mars, as predicted, bumps up into the P14 spot on the bubble. 108.7. Great lap by him.
We've got Ultra Titan in the chat saying good first lap in OTL. I'll second that, my dude. Good first lap.
Amen, that's true. Jumping all the way up to P3. Great lap, Ultra Titan. Great lap. Welcome and glad on the grid.
Yeah, good guys.
Stenner's on a lap
Quick
as well.
guy.
We're going to jump in on with him.
Had some good field
Valid at the moment. Zampa looking to steal away that front spot from Chris Wilson. Going to dip into the pits, so not happy with it. Did have a purple sector 3. I think he might have been a little slow through the first half of the track there.
Yeah, so Zampa's done 2 laps on those tires now, so they're past their best. I'd say he's probably going to stick with that.
It's probably smart to get in and get those taken care of.
Yeah, he's going to stick with that.
As he's out, let's see, is that Pullman there? Pullman is invalid. B-Mars is going to come in. Who do we got behind him? That's going to be Aerox on an out lap. And then Ezzy is invalid as well.
We've got Platner on the lap right now, I believe. No,
I
he's
believe
slowing
Platinum
down.
just came off a lap.
He's slowing down.
He just went around for a second go.
Yeah.
So a few drivers already happy with their times. Chris Wilson out front right now, 7.5 for him. He is slightly ahead of Zampa in the P2 spot. Bascombe and Krob also happy with their times, 5 and 6. Looks like they're comfortably moving on to Q2, so they're going to save those tires.
Everyone did a good job of getting out of the way for people here. What we like to see.
Oh, looks like we got a little bit of traffic there at the end of Sector 2, I say. Looks like some yellow popping up. Looks like everybody's dipping out of the way, though.
Yeah, everyone's trying to get out of people's way and things, I think. Well, yeah, Dubsy
Following
is
Aerox
set a lap
right
now, I
now.
think. He's about to go on one.
Dubsy's going on a lap. He's got his teammate Aerox behind him. Just entered into Sector 3. That's who we're following around right now.
He's still on the
He's
medium?
in P19th right now.
Oh, no, he's on the soft.
On the soft tires, yeah, he's got the red stripes on this go around. He's looking to move up. Currently dead last, P19. I know he's wanting to do better than that. We've seen him do it. P11 for him. That is going to bump him up. B Mars into P12. Pullman right behind him, and Comic on the bubble right now in the P14 spot. Comic is on an outlap with enough time to get around. Stinner also on an outlap. We'll have enough time to get around. What do we got out on a lap? Craig Conley, great finish yesterday in the SSR race.
The OTL Comic on the lap.
Getting his Renault today. Looking to make another strong finish here in OTL.
Yeah, Craig Conley, he's a good guy, a good racer. He's done well here in OTL so far. Let's see how
he's a great personality too, very friendly, always wanting to help another driver. I know he's really data driven. He does a lot of telemetry work, checks his sessions. He does a lot of practice behind the scenes, and you can tell it pay off in his races. His strategies are usually pretty solid. We find him towards the front of the grid.
Yeah, man, he's a committed driver and a good guy.
P10 right now, 18.3. We got coming in behind him. Aerox is dipping in the pits. We've got, looks like Ezzy, also invalid this lap, struggling to find the blacktop. Here comes OTL Comic, looking to move up. P14 on the bubble, and he will not improve. Stinner, P4 currently, a lot of pace for Stinner. A little bit of wheel slip, really digging across that pit grid. P4 for Stinner.
That Taffy Cundy is around.
Here comes Cruyff in the Red Bull, trying to jump up there close to his teammate, is going to dip in the pits as well. He will move on. This is still early in the qualifying. Greg Conley dipping out of his lap, as is Dub Z.
Yeah, I think
Tufty got around. You can see him invalidated there. He is most likely going to dip into the pits as well.
Maestro about
in the pits.
Line. Does he go quicker?
Maestro.
He does. P4.
P4 for Maestro, bumping Stinner down. What a lap. 7.82 to Stinner's 7.88. Just squeezing in there between Ultra Titan and Stinner for the P4 in this session of quali.
We have Hazard in the party saying, yes, Q3, how did I survive that?
Yeah, big smash there for the Hazard. We saw him there off to the side. All right, that's going to be it for the first session of quali. Everyone has got their times in. Tufty Candy in the pits. Tufty, if you're listening, man, go ahead and retire for us so we can get moving on along to the next session. And we're going to be right back in Q2.
Better, if you were listening, you stay in the party for now, mate, and then OTL Cruyff will tell you when you can all disperse, which is about now anyway.
Alright guys, there you can see it. Chris Wilson, the fast time there in Q1. Zampa, Ultra Titan, Maestro with the late time in the P4. B Mars making the bubble late in the session. Stinner in there, Bascombe, Krob, all familiar names here in the top 14. We know all these guys. We know what they can do. So we're going to come back out in Q2 and see who's going to start on what tire and where they're going to place. See who's going to move on into the final session of quali. Big shout out to everybody tuning in right now. 14 viewers. Thank y'all guys so much for supporting the stream and the On Limits Racing League. Big shout out to my co-host Luke for helping me out as always here in the booth. It's a pleasure here. Got Brazil. Lukey, tell us a little bit about Brazil. What do you like? What do you don't like?
Well, do you want some fun facts about Brazil, or do you want me to...
Absolutely. We would love some fun facts. I know the chat loves fun facts.
I mean, well, as far as it goes with Brazil, it's one of my favorite tracks. I would hope for rain here because it's like it's the bottom when it rains. And essentially, Brazil is the largest country in South America. It comes from a tree named the Brazil wood, which is weird if you ask me. And it's actually claimed by Portugal as Brazil. It's the only country in South America that speaks Portuguese, and it was claimed by the Portuguese in the 1500s. So there you go.
Some fun facts by Lukey. Thanks for that. Hope everybody learned something today.
Learning. It's fun.
And I'll tell you what I know about Brazil. It's a beautiful country. It has beautiful women, and their food is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. If you get a chance to try some Brazilian food, do it. You won't regret it. Tell them AJ told you.
I will tell them. I'll go to Brazil and be like, yo, AJ sent me just some food.
Ezzy in the chat saying, AJ and Loogie, the gods of calm. Thank you for the kind words, Ezzy.
Hazard. Actually, mate, you didn't need P14, you needed P15, but because you DNF'd, that's why you never got through. I forgot that happens. Bummer, man.
That is a bummer for sure. Only 14 here in this session now. Krob is going to be our provisional time of the session. You see him there on the screen in the Haas, screaming along. You know he's got the pace to be that front runner.
We've got Ezzy in the chat saying AJ and Lookie, the gods of comms. Very nice of you to say, Ezzy. Good man.
That's just said. Very kind words from Ezzy.
Ezzy
the man
is the god of weather in OTL. He always lets us know what's going down. He's a good guy, man. And he is the man on
Ezzy
Wreckfest.
the weatherman.
If you think you can beat Ezzy in a racing game 1F1, just play him at Wreckfest. He will kick your ass.
Yeah. I can absolutely attest to that. Ezzy is the man on Wreckfest.
Ultra Titan.
If you haven't played Wreckfest and you want to have a fun race, some good laughs, some cutting up, beating and banging it up, I highly recommend it. Just got on it myself. The OTL guys introduced me to it. A lot of fun. We try to do a Friday session where we get everybody together to get all our beating and banging out before the race weekend. That way we're not doing it in the races. So if that's something you're interested in, get in touch with either Loogie or myself. Chat in the stream with us. We'll give you some details about Friday night Wreckfest. It's a lot of fun. Good just laughs, man. Good way to cut up and enjoy the weekend before we start getting all into the seriousness of racing.
I know that Dubsy has Wreckfest. So Dubsy, join us next time. We'll get you in.
Absolutely. Krob in for the first time of the session, 7.8.
Good time. It's a good time.
Conley coming in right behind him here in the Renault.
We've got Ultra Titan.
8.6.
In the chat saying, have no clue for strategy. My recommendation to you, Ultra, would be try and get yourself a lap in on the mediums if you can. If you can get through on the mediums, you will stand a much better chance in the race of doing a one-stop. So go out on mediums, try and set a lap. If you're in the top 10, you remain there until the end of the Q2, you're lapping. If you start dropping, go out on softs.
Yeah, that's solid. That's a solid shout by Loogie there. Yeah, mediums is the way to go if you can get it. If you can get you a fast enough pace here, get up there well up into the top 10, you'd be in good shape. But that's the way to go. One stop is the way to go. All right, while we were explaining some strategy for our newcomer Ultra Titan, we've got Zampa P2 7.9 right off the pace of Krob. Stinner in there with an 8.1, 2/10 off there. We got Chris Wilson with an 8.2, Bascombe with an 8.3, Pullman in with an 8.5, Conley with an 8.62, Aerox with an 8.65, and Cruyff in there with an 8.8. Everyone extremely close together here early in the session.
Krob is actually the only one in the top 4 on softs at this point. So
Yep,
Steader's
I'll
just
throw
jumped.
that graphic up so everybody can see what's on the wheels.
Steader has gone 0.002 of a second faster than Zampa.
Yep, and then
That's
we
a
see
gap.
Maestro there with a big lap too, stealing it away. 7.618. That's 0.2 faster than Krob. That's a great lap around here.
I'm sorry about that
We
gap
got Comic
between
and
Steader and
second
Zampa.
here.
Is
Next
insane.
guy, Comic.
Is it raining? It's raining. It's raining, guys.
Oh, I'm seeing some sprinkles,
There's some
guys.
rain,
I
boys.
am seeing some sprinkles. Oh, we said dry, but it's looking like the rain has snuck up on us.
Well, now all this
I
tire,
do see sprinkles.
that means all this tire stuff is completely moot now. I think because it's raining in Q2, everyone will have the choice of tires now. I believe that is the
Oh,
case.
wow.
If it rains heavy enough so that they go on to inters, it will definitely be the case.
What a surprise here in Q2. Moisture falling from the sky.
The rain man
Comic
Ezzy.
in with a 109.0 on the mediums. That's going to be P11 for him.
The rain man.
Mars struggling here. He's trying to get a lap in before the track gets too wet. Just goes on his lap. We're going to ride. Oh, big slide there. Big slide. Invalid. Able to save the car. Tough break for him getting out right as the rain comes down.
Our man Ezzy, our weather guy, said this rain was not forecasted. It caught him by surprise
Not
too.
forecast. Ollie Peters says, it's going to sprinkle.
It's gonna be chunky.
Light rain for some Q2.
So unfortunate for B-Mars, Atom, and Titan at this point because those guys have not set a lap yet.
Jet Atom as well has not set a lap.
Yeah,
They are
B-Mars,
on their
Atom,
outlaps,
Titan,
Jet
yeah.
Atom and Ultra.
So those guys haven't set a lap, which is bad juju for them.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, especially on those mediums. Not a lot of grip in the wet conditions. Hopefully the track stays dry enough for them to at least get a time here.
Yep.
It's going to be real tough to put a 108 up on the moisture track. That's going to be a real challenge here, especially in Sector 2 where the turns are very sweeping, snake-like. A lot of braking and back on the throttle. It's going to be real easy to lose the rear end. Also, as we saw B. Marsh struggle with in turn 1 and 2, there's a tight turn and a switchback there that's really difficult to get the power down.
Yeah, he's struggling big time to set a lap here.
And we see Jet Atom, as predicted, struggling on the mediums. He is around facing the wrong way in Sector 1 on his lap. Did not invalidate, but the time is going to be well off the pace now. Tough break for him. The rain is really coming down now, as you can see from the TV cam. Ultra Titan is he's struggling to get the power down in Sector 1. Big wheel wobble.
B-Mars is on the lap.
What a
right now.
surprise here.
He's struggling big time on one more for him. He's just trying to hold the car
Oh,
straight.
you can see him there. Just big slides there from B. Mars as he's around almost
Oh, he's
completely. Ultra Titan the same way there.
He got a purple
This is
sector one.
really going to mix up the grid here.
He got a purple sector 1 as well. That's devastating for him. Just set the lap, bro. Just set the lap. Do your best.
Well, the real mix-up here is it was not predicted. So the big thing here is everybody's going to be on dry setups. It's going to be very, very different.
Yeah, man.
So
The unexpected rain's been a bit of a wild card in there, so.
we see Ultra Titan go around there. Tough break for these guys in the back of the grid that took a little time to get out. Let's
It's a
take a
tough one.
look.
For the first race in OTL, and they get hit with a sprinkle. A random sprinkle. Not ideal. Who have we got? Who's out? Who's running?
Yeah, just taking a look. Ultra Titan's on his way in. I think everybody's had enough of this rain.
Yeah. I mean, is it raining in Q3 though? Is it going to rain in Q3? This is something we're going to have to wait and see.
We will have to wait and see. Maybe it's a brief shower. Hopefully it's a brief one. Is anybody going to come back out? Are we just going to just settle for this? I don't know. We got 3 guys yet to put up times. I don't think it's quite interweather yet, though. That's going to be the hard part. It's that in-between awkwardness.
Yeah, I mean, those 3 guys
Do we sit?
who haven't set a time
I
yet,
think the...
they'll be
Yeah.
battling it out for P12 basically at this point.
B Mars on the green stripe inners is going to come back out. He needs a time here. He's got to get at least 10th place. 108.8 is the time to beat to get up into the next session. B Mars not settling for P12. He's out very quickly. This might be a little premature. If this is me, I wait a few minutes, let some of that rain fall, and get that track a little bit more wet. I don't think it's quite inner weather. They don't really have a choice, though. It's either all or nothing. It's going to be quite the gamble by the Ferrari driver.
I mean, yeah, it's the way that he was sliding about on those dry tyres, I think he might be alright by the time he does his outlap. We'll have to wait and see how it goes for him. The Stenner retires.
All right, our provisional pole sitter Maestro also retiring. Top 5 all happy with their times. With the rain falling down, I don't think anyone's going to challenge them in the 1.7 range. I think they're well ahead into the next session. B-Mar's really going to have to show some prowess here to get this in past cruise time there in the P10 bubble.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible on the inners to get anything under a 110. I don't think it's possible at all. I mean, I think like 111, 112 for most of the guys on inners.
You can see the frustration from Ultra Titan as he says, well, that's great in the chat. Definitely mixing it up here.
I mean, Titan, go out there, go get those inners on, go out, set a lap. You're still fighting for P12.
Yep. I agree. Got to get up there.
Stenner in the chat says hi.
Mars.
Hello, Stenner.
Hello, Stenner. Stenner currently sitting P4, 7.98, just a few seconds off of Zampa as we see B Mars invalidate turn 2. Still a little slick out there. Got plenty of time. Turn that ERS off, get all the way back around, get you another one there, bud. You got time. We've got both of the AlphaTauris out. Looks like maybe a bit of strategy here. Do you think that Comic is going to come out and maybe give Ultra a tow here to help him get up into the next session? Comic currently sitting P11.
He won't be getting in either. So he's trying to get faster so that he gets in. It's going to be the top 10.
B-Mars around again in Sector 2, struggling for grip on the inners.
So right now it's looking like Comic, B-Mars, Atom, and Titan are not going to be making it through to Q3.
It's a tough break for Jet Adam because he's usually a contender at the front. They got 3 minutes to go. Could the AlphaTauri team members work together here? Maybe give each other a tow? We'll have to see. Looks like Comic is going to back out, let Ultra Titan by. I'm not sure if maybe there was a slip there or not. It was hard to tell. Ultra Titan not slowing up, though. He's going for it. Comic in the lead, Ultra Titan in the backside of him, and then we got B Mars coming around trying to get him another one who was invalid that lap due to a spin. Come on, guys, you still got time. 3 minutes to go in quali now. 3 minutes to go in quali. Still a few drivers left to make a decision. Pullman sitting P7, has not retired yet. Don't think he's going to do faster than an 8.5, so I think that one's a mute point there. Cruyff, I think, is standing by to see if he gets bumped. He may have to come out for a late lap here.
I don't think he's going to get bumped. I don't think there's any chance of that.
I'm inclined to agree with you there, Loogie. I don't think they're going to get it done here. The rain's pretty heavy, and I don't think it's in that weird stage. Okay, we see Comic invalidate there. B-Mars on his lap still. Ultra Titan. Jet Adam has come out on the inners as well.
Ultra Titan's lap's looking pretty smooth, man. Riding on board with him just now. He's looking pretty smooth. This might be a decent lap. Might get him up to that P12 spot. Tafty Candy in the chat saying Cruyff for the win. Sorry, Cruyff for the win. Almost I pronounced his name wrong there, everyone, just to confirm it is Cruyff.
Cruyff.
So, Cruyff for the win. I mean, P10. He's going through to Q3. He has a chance of getting a better
lap. Titan, P12, 17.2. 17.2. As you can see, well off the pace of the previous drivers.
Titan invalidates.
D-Mars in the pits.
He does a 117.2, so he's sitting in that spot right now. And invalidated his next lap.
Adam coming around for his hot lap. That's probably going to be the last lap of the session here as we see B-Mars dip into the pits. He's probably not going to have time to get all the way around again, so I don't think his time is going to matter. Comic, invalid, dips into the pits. That's going to be it for him. So it's all going to come down to what Jet Adam can run here. we're following him around in his Williams with the green stripe inners on right now. The rain's fallen for a little bit. He might be in better shape than the early laps of these few guys that were struggling as well. It's Croof, the Croof.
I just wanted to take an opportunity, AJ, to say how much of a pleasure it is to be here doing comms with you, bro. It's always a pleasure.
I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. If you guys don't know, OTL Loogie has now become my teammate in SSR Tier 2, and it has been an absolute pleasure racing with him. We've been putting up some solid numbers together.
Yeah, man.
Not yesterday. Did not do so good at Spa. Spa was not my day. That was
it's not your day, bro. There's some frustrations to be had.
Yes, personal stuff going on, but Loogie did well, and that's all that matters. We support each other as a team. Loogie is also my constructor's teammate in GRA, the G Racing Association, putting up good numbers there. We sometimes race together there as reserve.
Yeah.
So I'm really enjoying racing with Loogie. Lots of knowledge. I'm learning a lot from him.
We're spending a lot of time
Jed Adams
together.
squeezes
As a result, I've started saying things like y'all, and AJ has started saying things like taking the piss. Or getting the crop.
Oh, big spin by Jed Adam there as he crosses the line into Sector 1. He did bump Ultra Titan down. Jed Adam into P12, 16.2, losing it there in the sweeping left-hander of Sector 1. I see Stenner in the chat with a good laughing emoji there saying Spa was not my day either. Stenner turned around a couple of times there on Spa.
Yeah, at one point I was chasing Stenner. I was in P3, he was in P2, and he was getting away from me. And then he, at the fast left-hander at the start of Sector 2, he pinned it against the wall, lost his wing, and then it was just downhill from there for him. I mean, not gonna lie, I was delighted when he smashed his wing, but then it all went tits up for me as well, so.
I died in a horrible crash coming out of the last corner of the last lap. The wheels turned left, the car did not agree, went straight into the pit wall. Absolutely Warren balled trying to get caught up after a late spin. It's not my day.
It was the last
able to walk away from that horrendous crash. Last lap, last corner. I turned the corner, hard left, got on the power a little early. The car went straight, did not turn at all. There's nothing I can do. Jesus took the wheel. And that was it for me. That ended my day.
Yeah, definitely. I'll just type in the chat saying best position I could get, something to be positive about. Definitely, man. 100%. You did the best
man, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. We know Ultra Titan's got pace. He will find his way through the grid here. Don't sweat it, bro. Unlucky. Like I said, unforecasted rain here in the session has really mixed it up. We got Maestro with the big time early in the session that kept him out front on the soft, 7.6. Krob in behind him, closing out the first row. Zampa and Stenner in the second row. Chris Wilson and Bascombe. Bascombe on the soft tires again as well. Pullman right there behind him. Conley, Aerox, and Kruth is P10. You can see 11 through 14 there. Those guys that kind of got caught up in that wet part of the session, not moving on, and that's unfortunate. You know, there's some speedy guys there that could definitely have been contenders here in Q2. Don't count Ultra Titan out though. I've raced with him a couple of leagues, done quite a few races with him. He's not out. He's never in a fight.
Yeah, man. Should be a good one. Should be good to witness. We'll see what happens now in Q3. Is it going to rain? Is it going to rain? Oh, it's dry.
Looking a little dry. Hopefully that was all the showers we get. Now, it was predicted a dry race, so now I'm kind of got a mix of emotions here. Do we get sprinkles in the race? Because we weren't supposed to have them in quali, so...
Well, the thing is, you can't actually see... When we do full quali, you can't actually see what the weather's like in Q2 and Q3 from Q1. You can only see what the weather will be like in Q1 or the race. So the race is definitely dry. If we get a couple of safety cars, maybe the time will grow a little bit and then it could start spinning. That's a possibility.
Well, I for one hope we don't see any safety cars. I want to see some good hard race, and I want everybody nice and close together, compete for position. So let's hope that doesn't happen.
I've got to say, I like a safety car, AJ. I do like a safety car. It kind of spices things up, man. It's unfortunate that it's required for some guy to DNF for a safety car to happen, but it does spice things up.
It did save my bacon yesterday. It almost gave me a chance to get back into the race. I actually pitted right as a DNF occurred, and the safety car led me out of the pit box. Unfortunately, setup I had wasn't a hundo, and the hard tires compounded that issue, and I pulled a Grosjean and spun it under safety car. Just quite embarrassing. But we live, we learn.
Got Ultra Titan in the chat saying, yeah, thankfully I have pace and aggression. Definitely going to make positions. Aggression is good as long as it's controlled, Titan.
Controlled aggression. Ultra Titan is known to overtake anywhere and everywhere. He does his best to keep it clean, but he is aggressive. You can see him overtaking places you wouldn't normally expect it. He's not one to sit behind anyone very long, so
he's a man
really looking for him to make some moves. Absolutely, absolutely. Much like we saw B-Mars a few weekends ago, behind there, wait for mistakes and pounces. So he's definitely going to be up in the grid. We'll just have to wait and see how far that is.
Who's first out? Center?
Looks like Krob's going to be our provisional pace.
Yeah.
It's got Conley out first, but I believe Krob is the lead car here. We're
Krob
following him right now.
Krob's a quick guy, man. He races with us in Tier 2 and SSR as well, and he's running away with it a little bit right now.
Yeah, he's tough to beat.
He's got pace, man. He won yesterday. Won the last race too.
Pace. I think he's got a lot of pace, but he's also got a lot of consistency.
That's
you see
true.
that he's very, very controlled with his decisions and moves. His strategies are pretty solid. He does really, really well, and I think that's the key to his success is the combination of pace and consistency.
He gets at 109.
109.4, that's right. Bascome in behind him, 10-1. Pace very off of what it was in Q2.
Q1 even as well, yeah. I think the track might still be a little bit cold, maybe a little bit damp. There's a chance of that. Maybe the guys are struggling for grip in this qualifying session.
Looks like Stenner right in behind Bascome. 106. 10.106 for Bascome, 10.128 for Stenner. Very, very close together. The fast leader of Q2, the Maestro, in there for a P4, 10.16. And then Conley in there for a 10.67. So you can see there that the pace is dramatically reduced here in this session of quali.
Our next guy is
following Pullman around.
Yeah,
we're following Pullman around in that bright orange McLaren.
Pullman's just come back with us today.
1.
He was a racer with us in OTL the last season, in 2019. But he had himself a baby and had to go to changing poopy diapers / nappies, whatever you wish to call them. So that was him for the last few months, and I think now he's got a bit of a break, so he's chosen to come and race with us, which is good. It's good to have him back.
Well, welcome back, Pullman. Congratulations on the little tyke. I know changing tires is probably a lot more fun than changing diapers, but they do get out of that phase. Don't worry.
I can't believe I called it diapers. This is what I'm saying, AJ. I'm spending too much time with you, bro.
I know, I heard that. Ezzy in the chat here saying track is still a little damp. You can tell. Pullman says no, it's not. 108.6, big time for Pullman there. We're giving him some props about being a new dad there.
That's a good time, man. That's a damn good time.
That is a great time here. Looks like we got Aerox on an out lap.
We got Krob saying track is so slow it's crazy. He didn't make a mistake at all. So yeah, I think the track might be getting a little better now with Pullman saying that time of 108.6. That's about...
Yeah, it looks like a few cars going around, drying up that racing line, Loogie.
Yeah, that's about on par for what he was doing in Q1. So
we're going to see some faster times here on this next run around, I would guarantee it.
Yeah.
Some of these guys are going to dip back in and get some fresh boots, come back out.
The evolution of the track is very important in this game. A lot of people think you just go out and bang out laps, but there is a lot of strategic decisions to be made to get your best lap in.
As he's saying, it's still damp in the pits, too.
Bascome
says it's going to be a fun lap 1 shootout, Monza Q3 scenario incoming.
Yeah, man. 1 lap shootout. Nice.
Aerox with the purple sector, too. We'll see how he fares. We know that one kind of flashes indiscriminately sometimes.
Yeah, there's a bit of an issue with that one. Codemasters.
Looks like it was a true one. 108.1 valid sector 2 flash there. He's all the way up to the front right now. 108.1. As predicted, the times are dropping and dropping rapidly.
I just noticed Arox's helmet, and just want to point out that that helmet is pretty sick, man. Pretty cool. Suits the Merc, the black helmet with the leather effect in there is pretty cool.
Chris Wilson stills it right away, though. 7.9 for Chris Wilson.
That's almost a second faster than Arox.
That is a
7.290.
very speedy lap. Very, very speedy lap.
Yeah, that's only a 10th.
We've got Zampa in for his time. P2 7.3. Track is definitely speeding up.
So now we're getting into the proper quick times. So the sevens, to break the 1 minute 7 barrier is pretty difficult around here. Even to break the 108
that's a tough one to do.
for some people is very difficult. So these guys sure are quick.
All right, so we're going to see a lot of guys. They're going to go in. They're going to swap tires. It looks like the track is dried up, at least the racing line anyways. We're going to see a couple more of these guys dip down in that 108 spot. I'm going to see Bascombe, Stinner, Maestro, Conley. All these guys are going to dip down into the 108s for sure if they've got the tires to go around again. I'm sure they do. Here comes Stinner right now. We're going to see him definitely improve here. P1, 107.28 hundredths. Less than that.
That's a
Less
good
than
time.
that, actually. 8 thousandths of a second to put him up into P1.
8 thousandths of a second, man. That's a tiny little gap. Just pointing out that
Fraction of a blink.
in Q2, Zampa and Stenner were actually 2 thousandths off of each other as well. So very, very close times here today.
Yeah, those front few guys are going to be right on top of each other.
OTL Kroof, the only one to set a lap at this point. I'm thinking he's waiting for as long as he can. Then he's going to go out.
Yeah, I think he's being patient here.
He's thinking the evolution of the track's going to be pretty good for him.
We got Craig Conley coming out for another one. You can see him on the screen rolling out of the pit box on the softs. I think he's also anticipating a great jump here. We always joke around and call Craig Conley the dark horse because he always kind of seems to stay under the radar and then move his way up the grid.
He does do
Great
that.
guy here.
He totally does.
He did it actually yesterday. You saw him there. He was well under the radar and the race ends and he just pops into P4 and it's like, where did he come from? So very consistent is Craig Conley. Always has good showings.
I have to point out that I was looking on the SSR Discord the other day, and Craig Conley's missus made him a breakfast sandwich that looked absolutely amazing.
Shout out to the Conleys, Mrs. Conley there with the excellent breakfast sandwich skills. As you know, if you're in the SSR Discord, we are all about the sandwich.
Oh man!
All right, any kind, all kinds, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. We love sandwiches. So if you're in our Discord. If you're in our Discord and you come across a sandwich that's worthy of the thread, jump in our sandwiches tab and throw us a picture of that glorious sandwich. Let's see what you're making, what you're eating. Tell us where you got it. If you're in Jacksonville, Florida, and you're looking for the best sub your mouth is ever going to taste, Sun Deli subs there in Jacksonville. Our man Sandwiches of SSR throws down some of the best subs your palate will ever enjoy. So if you're in that area, stop in, tell them the boys from SSR or AJ sent you. You won't get a discount, but it'll definitely say hi to you. But yeah, don't miss out on that. I was going to have an opportunity next month to maybe do a meet and greet and grab one of those Sun Delis. I was going to do live on the stream, but that has not worked out. COVID strikes again. But we'll get it. We'll get a Sun Deli sub on the stream. You do an unboxing and you can see my reaction.
I'll be watching that.
It will be in the near future.
I'll be watching that. I like the look of Ford sandwiches, man. They all look so good. Makes me hungry every time I go on that
Craig
tab.
Conley around into P4, 108.1. Big jump for Conley there. That's a good lap.
That's a good lap, yeah.
Woman is invalid. Maestro is on a lap now, 110.1, looking to improve, as I'm sure we'll see if he can keep the lap together. Jump back to Krob here, screaming through the start straight. Krob steals away the P1. 7.271, just barely ahead of Stinner there. Again, it's just come down to thousandths of a second.
Yeah, Kroof's about to go on a lap now, so he's just started his first lap of Q3.
And there we are with him. And Zampa, his teammate, right behind him, crosses the line just a few seconds back.
Yeah, he was on the
Stenner
slow one.
as well.
Oh, it's invalidated for
Oh
Kroof.
no. That's an unfortunate invalidation there. He's not going to have a lot of time here. That's going to be where he's going to stay. Not going to get back around in 20 seconds to start another lap. Zampa is who we're with now, his teammate. Pushing hard now, wants to be up on that front row. Can he dethrone Krob or Stenner? Really going to have to push it here. He's at a 107.3 and P4. He's going to have to get sub 2.6
Maestro moves up to P5.
or a 2.7 flat.
Yeah, Maestro just jumped Conley with a 174.
Conley going to be starting in that P6 spot now with Maestro side by side with him in P5.
Stenner's invalidated.
Zampa with a purple sector 2 coming up on his teammate. Can he get a toe here?
Chris Wilson's on another fast lap right now too.
We're going to dip back to him.
Yeah, he's about to cross the line soon.
Zampa steals it away, a 107 flat. What a tremendous time by Zampa here right at the end of the session. 107.0. That is blistering around Interlagos here. What a lap.
Nearly got into the sixes, man.
Pullman trying to get a little bit more time here to move up in the grid. And he will not. Maestro right behind him is invalid.
I think someone just jumped Pullman because he just moved to P9.
Aerox, that's going to be Aerox ahead of him, but Aerox was in the pits, so that wasn't him. Maybe Bascombe? Bascombe. It was Bascombe moving up to P6, 108.0.
Good luck for him.
Bumping Conley and the likes of the behind him down. I just got to say, this lap by Zampa, incredible time. 107.0, almost getting into the 106s here. That is just tremendous. I want to take a look at his times here. Sector 1, 16.577. Sector 2, 34.131. And Sector 3, 16.331. That is an incredible lap.
Round of applause for
Zampa.
Good one.
Taking out the P1 spot for the race. Well deserved. Zampa on the front. Krob sitting there beside him. We got Stenner and Chris Wilson in the second row. Maestro and Bascombe in the third row. Craig Conley and Aerox in the fourth row. And then you got Pullman and Cruyff. There's a lot of different ways you can pronounce that. Most of them are incorrect. Cruyff is going to be a P10 in the Red Bull. Unfortunately, not setting a time there.
Yeah, he unfortunately validated on the outside of the corner, which is quite a... that one hurts,
That's
you know.
tough. That's a tough one to swallow there.
When you do it on the outside of the corner, it always feels worse, doesn't it?
And it's such a fine line.
Yeah, man.
All right, Ultra Titan in the chat saying, well done, Zampa. Excitement for the race now.
Yeah, man. It's all about excitement. Makes me very excited.
Yeah, spicy. Very nice, very nice.
So, what's your predictions for today, AJ?
Man, I was kind of at a toss-up there. With Zampa on the front, Krob is definitely in the mix, and then I'm gonna say, oh, this is so tough. I'm gonna say Krob for the win. Zampa P2. And I gotta give my love to man Conley. I think Conley's gonna pull out a P3 here, so it's gonna be Krob, Zampa, Conley for me.
Yeah, that was gonna be mine. I was gonna say Zampa P1, Krob P2, Conley P3. That's my one. But because you said that, I will change my P3 to Stenner. How about that?
All right. So who do you got? You got Krob. You got Zampa, Krob.
Zampa, Krob, Stenner.
Krob, Stenner for Loogie. Any other predictions here? I tell you what, get your prediction in. If you can nail the podium, I will chip in a $10 Microsoft card for you out of my own pocket. $10 Microsoft card. You got to get it up before the lights come on. If you've got a prediction and you nail the grid perfect, or you nail the podium perfectly, Stinner said he's gonna win. Okay.
That's my prediction. Okay. So Steiner full of confidence here.
Okay, so we got Bascoman with a Zampa Crab Wilson.
Zampa Crab and Chris
we get
Wilson.
Some shots of these predictions so I don't forget, because you know I will.
Ultra Titans has 5 DNFs. That's a good prediction. Not the one we're looking for, though. Give us who you think is going to be on the podium, Titan. If you can get it right, if you can get P1, P2, P3 in that order, AJ is going to throw you a $10 Microsoft gift card. Think of what you could do with that.
Yeah, we got some new games coming out. I know Valhalla's coming out. That'll get me covered on the Game Pass for a little bit.
Valhalla is
sometime before we all die, Cyberpunk's going to come out. Yes, we know that one's been delayed for an eternity.
It's until December now, isn't it? Christmas coming up, guys. You know, a $10 gift card that can go with someone in their card for Christmas. Many things you could do with that.
We'll go out on a limb here and say you could donate it back to the stream.
Or
it's also an option too.
Use it as a subscription for AJ.
But dude, it's for you guys. If you can nail the podium, I will chip that in out of my own pocket. I want to make it exciting for everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. So it's my way of giving back to all the viewers and followers. Guys, if you're watching right now and you haven't followed yet and you're liking what you hear, go ahead and smash that follow button. I'm here on the comms Saturday evenings for SSR, Sunday evenings for OTL. I also race in 2 leagues on Saturday afternoon and Monday afternoon, so don't miss that out. I'm doing a short stint this Tuesday, tomorrow, for High Performance Racing League. They're on their debut race, and I'm going to help them out for a little bit here. They will also have their own stream team, HPRL F1 is their Twitch. They're going to have their own stream team that I may guest host on. I've been asked to maybe make a few spots there on their Twitch, so we'll see. We got to negotiate some terms there. But I will be streaming it from my channel tomorrow. They're a brand new league. They're running 25% races, no safety car, full damage, so it's kind of spicy. So if that's something you're interested in watching, I'll be doing the comms on that as well. Just for tomorrow, maybe some future gigs there. Good group of guys. Actually, Brad SR, one of the guys that's running the show there, has joined me and Loogie as a constructor's teammate in the G Racing Association.
Brad is quick, man. He joined us
Brad
for
is
a practice lobby last night that I set up before SSR. I don't think he knew it was for SSR. He just joined the lobby to run a few laps, jumped in the Mercedes, and man, that dude is quick. He was beating my stop times on mediums.
Yeah, he's rapping. A good dude too. I spoke with him a few times because of the stream and the league stuff, and a good solid guy. I'm looking forward to having him on the team at Mercedes. So it's going to be a nice addition there.
Yeah, man. So I'm just noticing, actually, with our predictions, AJ, Krob is on the soft tires. So that might affect his race in the way that he's going to maybe have to do up to a 2-stop, whereas...
Oh no! We see Zampa getting a little excited with the weaving there. It takes a shortcut through the grass on the formation lap. Zampa, we're keeping it on the gray stuff, not the green stuff.
Yeah, that was a hating moment.
I think Krobs may be rooting for a safety car here. It's not uncommon here at this track with the way everybody's bunched up at the beginning. He used the softs to get that fast time in Q2, maybe hoping for a safety car here. Got a few guys starting on the hards, Jet Adam and B Mars, Dub Z, not moving on to the latter sessions of quali, so we're going to see those guys are going to go to the hard compound. I'm going to go ahead and hide this tire graphic so that it's not cluttering the screen.
I thought everyone
so that we can get to the start.
Choice of tire, actually. Yeah, everyone would have got a choice of tires, so I think Krob chose to start on the softs. Because in Q2 it was raining.
It might be. It's hard to tell because it didn't rain too heavy. But they did go to the inners, so it might be. We'll have to see.
It's going to be game on.
All right, I hear the lights. I can't see them.
5 lights. We're away.
They're away. We're away. Let's see who wins it into the first corner. Zampa with a good getaway. Krob with a much better getaway. Krob's going to lurch into first place. Zampa into second.
Someone's around.
The Ferrari of Stinner to third. Looks like we've got some graphics issues here. Krob is definitely in the lead through here.
There was a couple of...
Looks like somebody got beaten,
moments.
banged up in the back there. There was some end plates flying around. Trying to see who it was here.
Hazard made up to
Hard
P8
to tell.
during all that.
Pullman squeezes into P6 here, right behind the Renault of Craig Conley.
Yeah, a few guys making some good positions there.
Chris Wilson riding the gearbox of the Ferrari is Stenner. We got Krob, Zampa, Stenner right now.
Hazard moving up 7 positions on that on this first half a lap. Pretty good going.
Everybody, big chain of cars screaming through Sector 2 here. Big colorful snake, as we can see on the mini-map there.
No.
Bascombe here looking on the inside of Pullman, getting it done, carrying way more speed through there. Ultra Titan also making ground here, getting past the Hazard as he dips in behind Pullman into turn 1. We can see him there as all the cars pour into turn 1, 2.
Hawaiian
Jet Adam in the pits.
Say, what round is this? We're on round 12, I believe. Round 12.
12. Round 12.
Yeah, man.
Hawaiian Rush, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in. Nose change. It looks like it was Jet Adams' front end that got beat up there. He's in the pits on lap 1, getting the medium tires. Krob still out front on the soft. Zampa in tow. A second separate Krob and Zampa, and then a second behind that is Stenner, who's got Chris Wilson absolutely eating him up all over him in the pink racing point there. Yellow flag, yellow flag.
Platnor.
Looks like that might be Platnor.
Yeah. He hit the grass.
Platnor in the grass. Take a look. I don't think he's got any damage there, but he has fallen all the way back to the back. No damage.
Just
what it
grass
looks
had
like.
to slow right down to avoid the wall. He didn't touch it though. So far,
oh, Recon High on the Discord. Welcome, Recon. Be sure and smash that follow button while you're at it so you don't miss any of the Sunday races. We're right here every Sunday. Oh, looks like Proof has maybe had an issue, left the session. Louis, can you see if we can get him back in here? Looks like the host has migrated.
Yeah,
Proof is out of the session. Craig Conley losing a position to Bascombe, and we got a yellow flag. Looks like some slow traffic into turn 2.
Proof's invites out.
Wilson, Conley, Ultra Titan has gotten past Pullman as well. Now got Conley in his sights. Ultra Titan starting way in the back there, all the way up to P7 for Ultra Titan. He said he was going to make some moves, and boy, is he.
Yeah, so far, up the most is Hazard with 6 positions on the first couple of laps. He was up 8, but has been overtaken by a couple of guys since then.
Proof has rejoined, is going to take his car back. Remember, be careful where you'll regain control. Ezzy lost traction in Sector 2, slowed up and lost 2 positions to B. Mars and Platnor as Krob gets the fast time for right now, 10.4. Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Hawaiian. Appreciate it. Absolutely. Interlagos is a great track, and it's very fun to watch. Everybody stays pretty bunched up throughout the whole race, so it is a spicy one. Aerox in the Mercedes, dips into the pits. Nose change on deck for him. Platnor gets a 5-second for speeding in the pit. Looks like we've also got Tufty Candy.
Is he moving up 4 positions at this point? He's doing well. Good few couple
Jet
of laps.
Adams stealing away the fast time at the moment. 10.3. I mean to cut you off there, Luke. Sorry about that.
Okay, it's okay. He's got a strong showing right now. He's up 4 positions at this point. Cracking on those mediums, doing well. Keep it up, bro.
Oh no, looks like we got a Mercedes around. Aerox retiring from the session. And that's going to be on the track as well.
He retired on track?
Yes, that is correct. Turn it around in turn 1. You can see him pulling off there on the straight in sector. Not sure what happened there. Yep, that's going to cost him in the next race.
Yeah, just if any drivers are listening right now, do not retire on track, guys. That is a quality ban. If you have to, pull it into the pits. But we give points down to 16th here, so basically right now as it stands, only 2 people not getting points.
Yeah, Luke, you took a quick look into the race directory for the incident, so it was not terminal damage. Looks like that was voluntary voluntary retirement on his part,
Yeah,
so
the
that
tire
is
was
definitely going to
still
cost him
moving.
next go around.
Recon in the chat saying, is this the full 20 car field? It was to begin with, but one driver couldn't make it in. Kyle, unfortunately, accidentally uninstalled F1 when he was trying to put the game onto play. So,
Yep, so we started 19 cars, so almost a full grid. And we got a lot of new drivers today. A couple of the guys, B Mars, a regular reserve here, is doing probably his last race.
can I just point out right now, Krob's on past center. My prediction's looking pretty good.
Good, Luke. You got a good chance at it here, man. It's still early, though. 6 laps in a 36-lap race.
Krob's only in first.
One car retired from the track already. Aerox out of the race. And we're down a driver. It's unfortunate there.
They're trying to catch Zampa. He's brought the gap down to under a second now at this point. Bascom is making the move on Chris Wilson. Gets it done.
They're really squeezes Chris there, but there are wheel-to-wheel, no contact as of yet. Spicy little race going here. First it's at that point. Yep. Dubsy in the pits.
Dubsy not having the best of races today, would you say, AJ?
Looks like he might a little bit out there. This is a tough track. Setup is a big key here. It's about being able to get around those slower corners and get the power down without losing. With everybody bunched up together too, spacing is important. Understanding where to brake and how to dodge. Lose the rear end here. I struggle getting the power down. I know this is one of the tracks I definitely need to focus on practicing at.
Ultra Titan in striking distance of Craig Conley right now. And then Craig Conley in front of him has Chris Wilson. In front of him has Bascom. All these guys within a second of each other right now. So this might be where our battle is.
Nice little DRS train we got going here. Bascom gets a good run out of the corner there. Might give him enough time to defend here down the straight. 7/10 he opened up there. Ultra Titan absolutely sending it down the straight inside of Conley, getting it done clean. Tremendous speed down there.
We've got
Conley's still hungry though.
Recon in the chat saying Aerox said his game beeped up and glitched him when he was coming out of the pits.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering where he was on the outside of the wall there, because he came out of the pits, but it showed him looking wall in turn 2-3, so it was really weird. Be sure and get a clip of that if he hasn't. He might be able to defend his position there, because he was in the pits, and then when he came out, it looks like he was on the outer wall of turn 3
on the
coming around the second straight.
His car says it's on the so
it's very weird, very weird there.
We'll have to have a look at that one in this jersey. We'll have to go over that one and see what happened. If you can get it as a clip, that would be ideal, Aerox. Said he came off the track. Said he has put it. Okay, well that's cool. We'll have a look at it and do what we can with that.
That's fantastic. Thank you, guys. Appreciate the info on that there, Recon and Aerox. Yeah, because I saw him go in the pits. I did see him pit there. And then it looked like where his car was yellow flagged before the pit exit, but it was on the track section of the mini-map. So it's definitely something suspicious there. It looked awfully strange.
Yes,
so.
It's not like Aerox to retire on track either. He's not that kind of driver. So
absolutely.
I did find that weird.
Absolutely.
Mars. Up into P12 on those hearts. He's doing alright, man. He's doing alright.
Yeah, he's going to have to stick it out. He's going to have to stick it out. Not lucky with the qualifying. Ahead of, looks like the McLaren team there. Maestro and Pullman right in the middle of the grid working together. Conley falling a little bit back off of Ultra Titan, though. Ultra Titan, a man possessed right now, all the way up to P6. We're going to take a look and see. He is up 6 positions. The Hazard up 7 positions. And Ezzy up 6 positions. Big changes for those guys.
Is he having a good race?
Really. Let's take a quick look at the session info. Looks like no penalties for the man out front, Krob. Zampa also penalty free. The Ferrari of Stenner behind him has a 3-second. The Alfa Romeo Bascom also has a 3-second.
Bascom just got his one. He just got a 3-second.
Yeah. Looks like the other Alpha of the Hazard has a 3-second.
Penalties are so easy to get on this track, man. That turn 1 and 2, you get a penalty.
Absolutely. The Racing Point of Ezzy has a 3-second. Williams of Tufty Candy has a 3-second. Everyone else penalty free at the moment.
Maestro Hazard. That's probably our closest gap right now.
Let's take a look up at Stenner's stats here. Got the Sky Tad here.
Got,
Stenner last E-Trap, 334 kilometers per hour.
recon
Carrying a lot of momentum here.
Saying, I assume this league requires all driving aids off. We do. The aids such as fuel assist, braking assist, things like that. We do allow traction control medium, and we allow automatic gears, racing line, all that sort of stuff. But we do not allow...
see Maestro struggling through turn 2, and the Hazard right there taking advantage of it in the DRS straight, stealing that right back from him.
I mean, those tires are going to be falling off for Maestro now. He's on the soft, has been since the start. Oh, he goes around the outside.
He went into turn 2, was very shallow into turn 2, kind of cut across the rumble there, and which left him wide on the exit. The Hazard dipping underneath in the DRS zone on the medium, so it should be coming in right about now. Very able to dodge him, get underneath, and get the run out of the corner. Gets his position right.
See with the 3 seconds.
Here we see Ultra Titan making an attack on Chris Wilson. We're on board with him. Shooting out of the corner. Great speed. You see him wheel to wheel there down the straight, but he will get by him.
Yeah.
At 7 positions for Ultra Titan now. Making a great showing on his debut.
A bit of a lockup there in the turn 1, but didn't affect him too badly.
Recon saying, I can race on this if you guys allow ABS and medium traction control. I'm almost certain that is allowed.
That is allowed, yeah.
He said, only problem is I don't have 2020. You got to get it, man.
That may be a problem.
Get it. Get in on the
Not gonna lie,
that's definitely going to keep you out right now.
It's going to slow you down, bro.
Stenner, while we're talking about that, Stenner squeezes past Zampa now. Stenner in the Ferrari ahead of Zampa in the Red Bull. My bank account's looking a little safe now.
Ooh. Well, there's still a long way to go, and Crob's still on those softs, so...
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a mix-up here. Stenner said he was going to win. Good chance here right now.
Big talk, Stenner,
still
bro.
Very close together.
Got to back up, man. Lampa's looking to make the move on him. Is he going to go for it? Send it Sandelli style? Nope, not quite. 3-second time penalty for Comic. And 3 seconds for Tufty as well. Oh, this is getting close. It's getting close.
Oh, very close. Wheel to wheel from the aerial view there. Zampa not going quietly.
He's got a good drive out of there, overtaking Gage.
Oh,
it's going
he
to be down to
did.
this one.
Ferrari well alongside, though. Excellent driving by both drivers here. So close together, but everyone just battling. Tremendous battle through Sector 2.
This is a good battle from these two guys. I mean, I told Zampa today.
A lot of respect being shown, too.
I told Zampa today I goes, so I asked Stenner if he'd race Rez. Zampa immediately went, oh no. Because he knew that he was going to be in this situation exactly. Battling with Stenner.
Absolutely, Stenner is a contender. Zampa and Stenner both. They battle really hard through Sector 2, and that's a technical section. A lot of back and forth, a lot of turns, sharp braking. Both guys racing extremely hard, but showing a lot of respect. No contact at all through there, and they were extremely close. That was impressive by both drivers. We're still following this battle around. Stenner taking the low line.
Zampa
gets right around Zampa there.
He touched the grass on the outside, slowed him right down.
Zampa will have the DRS, going to try to make a run back for the position.
Too far back.
Not enough time. Fair to mention that Ultra Titan is now chewing at Bascombe. We're going to dip back to that battle right behind the Stenner-Zampa confrontation. Oh, very close here, too. You can see him. Almost a repeat of what just happened with Zampa and Stenner. Both guys alongside, very close together. Chris Wilson taking advantage of that conflict as well. As you can see him there, the trio, wing of cars.
Chris is just hanging back, waiting to capitalize on this.
Yeah, he's waiting for somebody to make a mistake. Oh, and it looks like Bascombe squeezed to the outside. Ultra Titan gets by. Chris Wilson looking to get him a piece too. It's fair to
happened?
big smash!
What happened?
Big smash. Ultra Titan is gone. Ultra Titan is gone.
Ultra Titan retires
Chris
from
Wilson.
session.
Bascombe hits
Safety
Chris
car.
Or it looks like Chris Wilson gets in the back of Bascombe. I think Ultra Titan lost it there. We're going to take a look in the race directory and see, but I think Ultra Titan lost it there. Bascombe broke hard to avoid him, which led to contact with Chris Wilson from the back. And that is correct. Ultra Titan, terminal damage, out of the race. Tough break for him. He had a good run going there.
Ultra Titan says nice bum. But I think he meant to say nice bum. Oh, yeah, he
looks
did.
like Ultra Titan might have got nudged. Ultra Titan might have got nudged there, leading to the incident. Ultra Titan, get a clip of that, buddy.
If
Get
you've
a
got
clip and get it in.
Ultra, get it in. Please do not talk about incidents in the chat.
Yep, we do not talk about incidences in the chat. So if you got a bump, let's get a clip of it, get it in, and the stewards will take care of it. With that change of events, we got Krob well ahead, 4.5 seconds to Stenner Zampa right in his gearbox, a half second back. Craig Conley and Bascombe 11 seconds back and 12 seconds back from that. So huge gap between 3rd and 4th place, and then 4th and 5th place. Chris Wilson having to pit drops him all the way to P6. He's well out of the race right now. Pit stops still need to happen for a lot of guys, so it's still going to jumble the grid a little bit here. As we see the leader, Krob, dip into the pits, going for the undercut here. To the medium tires. Stenner staying out.
Oh, Chris Wilson's in the wall. Chris Wilson's in the wall.
Oh, that's unfortunate. He just pitted as well.
Oh, that was bad tires. So we've got
That was a
Ultra
bad
Titan in the
time to
chat
wreck, too.
saying I won't
Missing
talk
an
about
end plate.
it. He's got the clip. He's not going to talk about it. He was annoyed. It was so quick when it happened. Yeah, we get that, bro.
Chris Wilson around again in the wall. Tough break for him. We understand. That's frustrating, Ultra Titan. We just missed what happened,
just got
but
3
get
seconds.
that clip in. The stewards will take care of it, my man. Sorry about that, and we'll see you next weekend.
So, Ultra Titan, I will send you the link to the incident report form right now on the Discord, bro. We'll get you sorted out with that. You can get your incident report in. The stewards will look at it, my dude.
We see Chris Wilson catch a 5-second. He is retired after that big spin there. Chris Wilson out of the race. All right, so while we're watching this battle here between Stenner and Zampa, both guys dipping into the pits together, we see Zampa, 3-second penalty. Stenner, 6-second penalty. Loreno of Craig Conley, 0 penalties. The Haas of Krob, 0 penalties.
What?
So these guys here, like I said, consistent. Conley's going to come out ahead of Zampa there. So is Krob. Zampa going to come out on the hard tires. Stenner on the hard tires. Bascombe not going to get past them. So they're going to come out between Krob and Bascombe. And we've got a yellow flag somewhere. Looks like slow traffic. Tough day today. Interlagos has claimed 3 cars. Chris Wilson, Ultra Titan, and Aerox. Chris Wilson with a big spin after pitting. Turns it around a few times, retires from the race. Ultra Titan said he may have got a little help there, but he's out of the race due to terminal damage. And Aerox says he had what appeared to be a game glitch, teleported him out of the pit lane into the wall. So that's going to be reviewed by the stewards as well.
Yeah, we will have a look at that. There's not much we can do about it if the game's throwing you into the wall and put you out of the session, but it will mean that you don't
Definitely
get a
keep him
quality
out of a quality ban there.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Okay, so with that being said, the pit stops have occurred. Craig Conley staying out into the P1 spot. Krob on the fresh mediums, catching him rapidly. Zampa and Stenner both on the hard tires came out together. They're going to look to get those warmed up and attack. Stenner being a little patient here with the cold tires. Bascombe in tow, 3 seconds back.
Ultra Titan, you're very welcome, my dude. Get that incident report form done. It's a bit technical. Get it done. We can have a look and we can see what we can do about it, dude. Thanks for being here. I hope you join us.
Seeing you next
I hope
weekend.
you join us again next week. Spicy race, bro. Spicy race, AJ. What do you think, man?
Well, we knew it was going to be, Loogie. We talked about it early on in quali. It's very close together. A lot of hard racing, technical turns. It's going to be a crazy run here. It's Krob's starting to catch Conley here. It's got him under a second very rapidly. At the start straight, he was 1.7 seconds back. Here at Sector 2, he's all the way down to a half second.
Well, Craig Conley's
Mind you,
on
Conley is
16
on
lap
old mediums.
Yeah, 16 lap old mediums at the moment. Probs are fresh.
Rob is on lap 2.
I think he's up got himself a penalty a minute ago. I'm not sure if he got 1 or 2.
Let's take a look at that. It looks like 1 to 3 second penalty for him as Krob sets the fast lap. Look at the inside of Conley, who's just going to have to get out of the way here. Krob blistering past him.
Oh man, I feel so bad for Titan. That he's a good guy. He deserved a good race today. He was doing so well.
Yeah, tough race for sure.
Tough break for him. I
believe he was up 7 or 8 places there at the time of his demise. Hate to see it. That's racing here at Interlagos. It's very close, very tight racing, a lot of battle. There's not a lot of room to go side by side here. So it's tremendous talent as we see Stinner's going to squeeze by Zampa. Zampa down to P4. So right now, the prediction, Krob, Conley, Stinner is the one that is going to win it. Did we have anybody call a Krob, Conley, Stinner? I don't think we did. Or was that you, Loogie, that called that?
I called that, yeah. Mine was Krob, Conley, Stinner. No, it was Krob, Zampa, Stinner, sorry. That was mine. Conley was my original P3, but then you chose Conley for P3.
Oh, I take that back. It was Zampa, Krob, and Stinner as I look at my notes here.
Yeah,
Zampa, Krob, and Stinner for Loogie.
That was mine. Yeah.
I had Krob, Zampa, and Conley. Bascombe said Zampa, Krob, and Wilson, so that's definitely not happening today. Unlucky for you, Bascombe. Loogie still has a chance here. Stinner's still in a way the fast time on the hard tires. 109.8 on the hard tires. What a time. Take a look through the grid here. B. Mars creeping in on the Hazard. He will have DRS here, maybe looking to close some ground. Definitely not enough time to get by him here. B. Mars having a good show too, all the way up into P9 right now on the hard tires. He will have to pit eventually.
Yeah, man. So Zampa needs to just focus, get his head down, and use those hards, what they're for. Use to catch Stinner, get past him, and then just keep on going.
We've talked to the race engineers over at Ferrari. B-Mar showing about 47 to 50% wear on the fronts, 36 on the left rear, about 40% on the right rear on those hards. So they're still hanging in there pretty good. He's got a few more laps of life left in those tires.
Yeah, he's running them for 18 laps at this point. So I think the hards could probably go about 22.
Yeah, and they're saying that it feels like they've got some end damage. As we see there on the left front, he's missing an end plate. So he's struggling to get that car around. Doing a good job, though. He's hanging in there with the Hazard, maintaining about a half-second gap.
Another 3 seconds for Tufty. Picking up quite a few of these penalties now. It's going to affect the end of his race.
And it's fair to be noted that Krob and Conley both penalty-free at this point in the race. 16 laps to go. They are fighting for position. Stinner behind him has 6 seconds. Zampa only with 3 at this time. So Zampa well within range to jump him. As we see Stinner catch another one, that's going to put him at 9 seconds. So Zampa just has to stay behind him at this point. Just got to stay close, stay in that DRS.
Just like to point out all the drivers who are listening right now, everyone in the points at this point. Because we've had 3 DNFs and 1 no-show, everyone is in the point.
Finish your race, guys. Finish your race. No matter how far back you are, you're in the points, and every points matter in the championship. Don't call it a day just because you're not where you want to be. Everybody getting points today. Everybody.
OTL Cruyff is coming up on the back of Ezzy right now. He's going to get the move down the inside.
Makes a lunge to the inside. He's going to get it done, and it looks like the Williams of Tufty going to tag along.
Tufty's going to capitalize too, as those two guys nearly connected there.
Yep, very close battle there. Tufty checked a little bit, as did Ezzy. Tufty gets the nose in a little bit better and is able to get by. 2 overtakes there for the Red Bull and the Williams. Ezzy falling back to P14. We got Zampa still right in that 6/10, 7/10 range of Stinner. Like I said, he's got him well on penalties. 6 seconds is all he's got to keep him at, and he's well within range there.
Ezzy ducks in the pits. 19 laps on those mediums.
Yeah, you could see him struggling for grip there.
Yeah, that's why he got overtaken. Titan in the chat. Just want to cry, man. Hoping for no more DNFs. Don't want anyone to get any trouble. Oh man. Titan, I'm giving you a virtual hug, bruv. Just cry in my bosom, man. You'll be alright. You'll be alright. Join us next week, you'll have a better time. We run random tracks here at OTL. Random tracks, so no one knows what the next track's going to be until the Friday beforehand. So it's going to be anything from, I think Monaco's still in the pocket, so watch out for that one.
Interesting strategy here, Louis. Craig Conley in after 22 laps on the medium, going to the soft tire for the last stint of the race.
Okay. I mean, that's
Jed
doable.
Adam in the pits going medium tire to medium tire. He did start on the hard, so he is free to go to that same compound. That's going to move Hazard and B. Mars up into 7th and 8th, respectively, as Jed Adam comes out of the pits behind him. Pullman not going to beat Jed Adam out of the pits. So Jed Adams going to come out P9.
I mean, Pullman's looking alright here. He's got 8 laps on those hards. He's got over a second gap behind him. Onyx on soft, 12 laps. So yeah, Pullman's looking alright. I think he'll hang on to
Pullman's
his
doing
P10.
pretty well here, especially for being out of the mix for a while. He's doing really well.
Yeah,
P10's a good solid finisher.
Yeah, I think you'll hang on to that P10 for now. But commentator's curse, let's not talk about that anymore. What we got going on? What's their smallest gap right now?
Looking like B Mars and the Hazard is going to be our close battle.
Yep.
It's the Alfa Romeo versus the Ferrari of B Mars. Again, it's fair to be noted that B Mars on the hard tires with a big old end plate missing off the left front, but he's keeping pace. B Mars here now dipping in the pits. I think you're going to see B Mars probably go, I'm going to say mediums. Oh, but he catches a 5 second speeding in the pits.
Ooh, that's going to hurt
B
him.
Mars to the softs. He's going to get a nose change here. No, he's not. He's going to keep the damaged wing. He doesn't want to lose the time here. What a brave move here.
That's fair enough. Yeah,
Very brave. He's missing a left end plate. Heavy wing damage there on the left front, and he said he's getting around enough.
Yeah,
We'll check in with his race crew and see what the thought process was behind that.
Cost you more time, you know, you lose more places and stuff like that. There's been a few situations like that for me where I've had a bit of a damage on the wing and thought, no, you know, just keep on with it. If it feels okay, keep going.
Still quite a bit of race to run here for that. Krob in with a fast time now, 9.6, 1.96.
Krob's running away
Yeah, I
with
mean,
it.
he looked like he was getting around pretty well. He was maintaining about a half-second gap to the Hazard. Not enough to get past him, but he was keeping pace with him. So I think he feels comfortable getting around the track. Doesn't want to lose the time here.
We will comment 10 seconds behind him at this point, so all he needs to do is be consistent and you'll hang on to that place. If you can hear
Craig Conley stealing away the fast lap there. Let's take a look and see what that time was. Conley is currently sitting P6. I missed the time. Craig Conley in for a 109.4 for Craig Conley, stealing away the fast lap on those fresh tires. Stinner collects another penalty. Stinner going to drop way back here. The Ferrari of Stinner now showing 12 seconds as we see Ezzy go off.
Ezzy's off?
Ezzy goes off. Yeah, Ezzy went off. Back on the track now, losing 2 positions to Comic and Tufty. He's now into P14. Goes a little wide there in the sweeping left, catches the grass and goes off. Doesn't look like he collected any damage, just lost a lot of time. Kroof coming out of the pits on the soft tires as well. He is not going to beat out Tufty. Oh, he does. Just gets out ahead of Tufty. Very lucky there to hang on to the position, but Tufty is going to be in the DRS range on this go-around.
Right now.
Get Adam 3/10 off the Hazard.
It's looking like Hazard is going to be driver of the day. He's up 8 positions as opposed to the other guys being up 5 at the most.
Jed Adams trying to only make that 7 positions here down the start straight. As he gets a good run in DRS, he's going to try to go underneath.
Hazard here has
Not
to be
enough
said,
time.
he's having the race of his life, man. It's a good race.
Yeah, especially after that tough crash in quali. Seems to have got the technical difficulties sorted out, but here comes Jed Adam on the right side. It's going to be very close into the turn. Oh, and he just gets clipped. You had to say something, Loogie.
Oh, man, commentators first, bro.
We got a good clip of that, Hazard. If you need to take a look at it post-race, there's a very good clip of that contact there between both guys. Jed Adam, you as well. Hazard losing 2 spots there now. Doesn't look like he collected any damage. It looked like wheel-to-wheel contact, and it just turned the nose around on him. Tough break there.
I had to go and
This is going to be huge. Yeah, it's going to be huge for B Mars. Loogie, you're going to owe Hazard a pint because that was a definite case of commentator's curse there.
Oh no, Hazard doesn't get pints. He's not allowed pints. Last time we had pints, he went out and broke his toes. He's not allowed pints.
Yeah. Maybe have a pint at the house tonight.
Wrapped in bubble wrap.
Ultra Titan in the chat says that it looks like that incident report document might be slightly out of date. Says there's F1 2019, but not 2020. I'm sure 2019 will be sufficient.
Yeah, we are aware of this.
They'll know what you mean.
The original owner of OTL is the guy who can update those things. He is kind of semi-retired at this point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, things are a little bit out of date, but it's okay. He still does the same job.
2019 will be perfectly fine for this incident. Just
we
stick
are
it
aware.
on there, and they know what you mean.
We're aware.
Zampa now 4/10 off of Stenner as they come through the start straight. Zampa with the DRS. You can see the fins open there in the back. He's making a good run here. He's going to look to the inside. Oh no, backs out. He backs out there. He's going to wait for the straight in Sector 1. I think that's a better run area anyways. A lot more room, a lot more DRS. There he is. He's closing in.
The DRS is
to the left.
Activated. The only
good clean move there.
Yeah.
This is going to be a back and forth battle, guys. If they can keep the distance, they're just going to trade in the DRS zone. It's going to be who has it in the last lap. Good, solid battle here. Conley looking to make a move on Maestro. We're clipping back to that battle. Renault gets past the McLaren very easily in the DRS zone.
Yeah, that's a good overtake. Yellow
Got a
flag.
yellow flag. That looks like Tufty is around again.
Tufty's red.
Trying to get that car straightened out. Oh, and he takes the end plate off.
Oh, no.
That is insult to injury here as he tries to get the car turned around. No end plates on the front of that wing. The wing barely hanging on. Tufty's definitely going to the pits here. Remember, Tufty, you're in the points, my man. You're in the points no matter how far you drop back. Bring it in there, change that wing, and get back out there.
Bone Apple T in the chat saying...
Oh, and then he catches a 10-second penalty for exceeding the track limits. I think that one can definitely be taken care of. That was not intentional.
Yeah.
He's staying out of the racing line.
We got a good view of that. We can start that one out. But yeah, Bone Apple
Tufty, that is on the stream. Tufty showing you dodging traffic there, trying to stay out of the way. You can clip that one as well at the 1-minute 33-second mark. Looks like Stenner's gotten back past Zampa. These two are just duking it out up front. Stenner with an excessive amount of penalties. 12 seconds for Stenner, 3 for Zampa. Zampa's smart here. He's not going to battle him. Krob out to a 5.2 second lead on this group. I mean, I don't see it being smart trading wheels here with these guys. Zampa's best bet is dip in behind him. Hold on, save the tires. Maybe make a late pass on the late laps, but there's no sense in battling here. Maestro fallen off of Craig Conley a little bit, but still in the fight. 3/10 is Maestro off of Craig Conley, who got past him on the last lap.
Bone Apple T in the chat saying, boop, and is there a race Krob can't win? I don't know.
Yes, 2 weeks ago, SSR, he did not win.
He did not win that one. No,
I'm sure he doesn't want to discuss that.
Actually, that's because he had to leave. He had to leave at one point.
I believe he was helped out on that race.
Yeah.
That was the one in Hungary. He was escorted out of the track via someone else.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
So, that was a bad one. But yes, he is not invincible, but pretty dang close.
Ultra Titan's team.
Again, like I said,
yeah.
The Krob has excellent strategy. He's consistent around the track. I'd like to note that Krob's still 0 penalties right now for Krob. The consistency is key. I found that I may not be as fast as some of these other drivers, but I can run a lot cleaner. So if I can get clean and stay close, I can move up. So it's a mix here. It's definitely a strategy. His consistency helps him stay up front. We're going to see if Zampa's going to keep attacking here. I think it's in Zampa's best interest just sticking behind Stenner and stay close. Stenner 12 seconds to Zampa's 3 seconds of penalties. He's got him well by penalties here. No sense in doing anything crazy. Zampa not one to just sit back though, so should be interesting.
Hazard and Kroof, they're collecting 3-second penalties respectively.
Yeah, Kroof pushing real hard here trying to get Comic. We see that there on the screen. Kroof trying to chase down that AlphaTauri of Comic.
He's pretty close.
3/4 respectively. Yeah, he's trying to get past him.
They get past the sister team car there. Stenner, 3 seconds.
That's going to be 15 seconds of penalty. Stenner going to fall well back in the grid. He's looking to end up somewhere around 6th right now.
Tufty's
6
around
laps
again.
to go.
Yellow
Tufty
flag.
is not having a good day today.
His tires are feeling pretty warm at this point, I would imagine.
Oh, I can imagine.
Here we go.
Take a look at the telemetry here.
Making the move on the Comet, gets it done. Down into turn 1. He's way ahead. Move's finished.
All right, the tires of Zampa still looking very good. 36%, give or take, 30 to 36% all the way around. Oh, there we go. Then we see Comic battling right back, still in the spot back. Tufty calling it a day in the pits. What a battle we got going on here. These two are really duking it out. P12, but still giving it everything. You love to see it.
Yeah, man, tight racing all over here. Comic picking up a 3
Take a look
seconds.
at Stenner's car. Stenner showing a little more wear on the right side than Zampa. He's really having to battle Zampa here.
Another yellow flag in sector 1 and 2. Who's that? Someone's going real slow.
Looks like Tufty's car's come back out. He did
no.
retire in the pits.
Yeah, I think that car is going to pull over now. It's going to be fine.
Yeah, we're going to see it probably pull over here in the runoff. He did retire in the pits, though.
He
That
did,
is
yeah.
just the game bringing it back out. There he is. He pulls off at the end of the sector 1. These two back here still duking it out. OTL Comic and Cruyff. Let's see. Maestro still about 8/10 off, falling back a little bit to Craig Conley. Zampa still right in the mix here with Stenner. I think he's playing the smart game here. Red Bull has told him that he's well ahead of him. Oh, no, but Zampa catches one there. Zampa catches an additional penalty. Still well within time. Stenner showing 15 seconds. Zampa showing 6 seconds. The Ferrari makes a move out wide. Zampa tries to get underneath.
These guys need to
It's
be
dangerous here. Yeah, he needs to be careful. He's got him well on penalties. It's kind of hard to sit behind a car, though. That dirty air is tough.
Yeah, being a driver like Zampa, you know he wants to make the move.
Bone Apple T tells Ultra you did an Echo. Echo had a big spin in the Tier 2 race yesterday.
Yeah.
Called it an early day. Was not happy about that at all. All right, guys, we got 4 laps to go here. It's been a great race so far. 4 retirements. Chris Wilson and Tufty calling it a day on their own accord. Ultra Titan with a big crash, terminal damage. Aerox as well with a glitch out of the race as well early on. 4 retirements. That means everybody here is in the points, guys. Stick it out. Every point matters in this championship. Zampa falling off to a second here. I think he's conceded the point to he's just going to stay behind. Just got to keep him, you know, he's well in range. There's no sense in battling here. Bascone behind him has got 6 seconds as well on top of the 9-second gap. So Zampa's got P3 locked up here, no problem. He's going to jump Stenner into P2. Zampa is on the podium. Krob, Zampa, Stenner. Stenner's going to fall way down, though. I believe Stenner's going to fall out of the top 4 here. Bascone's just got to bring it home. So, yeah. Loogie, no luck today, buddy. Doesn't look like it's going to work out for you.
Oh, well, there's always next week, man. There's always next week.
That's right. The bank account survives another week.
I tell you what, man. It's pretty hard to predict the top 3, it seems. We've done it, what, for like 4 races now? No one's got it right
4 in a row. 4 in a row. Nobody yet. Somebody's going to get me, though. We're going to take a clip back here. We got B. Mars looking to attack the Hazard.
He's on the move. He's got the softs. He's looking at him.
This is the battle for P9.
I mean, B. Mars is 9-lap-old softs, whereas Hazard's on 18-lap-old hards. So their tires are about the same wear-wise. Just a matter of who's got the drive out of the DRS zone.
So I'm taking a look here. B. Mars showing about 40 to 42% wear on the fronts, 30 to 33 on the back. Doing a good job of managing the back tires.
Hey, man.
He's getting a little low on fuel, though, from what I can see. A little low for the Ferrari. He's still missing that end plate on the front left. I think that's what's keeping him at bay here by getting by this driver.
I mean, I think he will get Hazard on penalties, as Hazard picks up another 3 second there for cutting the corner of the straight. I think
Take
he'll
a
get
look.
the
We've
penalties.
got P9, the Hazard. Yeah, 12 seconds of penalties. I'd like to note B. Mars in the Ferrari, not a single penalty on today's race.
That was a dive.
As he catches a 3-second there, getting pushed a little wide by the Hazard.
He's looking at him, man. He's wanting to make
Commentator's
some
curse
moves.
strikes again.
Quickly stop watching the Mars before he crashes, man.
Yeah, we're clipping back up to the Maestro, 8/10 off of Craig Conley. Leave B alone there. Kroof down here looking to do a little more work with Comic. They've been battling it out for about the last 6 laps here, trading positions back and forth.
I think you should go back to B because he's going to get the move done on this straight. He's going to get it done here.
There we go.
He's going to get it done. He's opening up the DRS soon. Overtaking Gage. Hazard doing a bit of
Without a
weaving.
battery, he doesn't have too much.
He's going around. He's on the outside.
Got the damage left in plate though. It's going to be hard for him to get that nose turned in here. It's going to push him wide again. Does get it done though. Great move into turn 1, turn 2. That's a very difficult place to overtake, and he gets missing end plate. Tremendous driving by the Ferrari driver, B. Mars.
Hazard's coming back. There he is.
Bang there.
A little boom.
Little contact made.
A little boom ski. No harm, no foul.
That's hard racing here. We are in the closing laps. This is the final lap of the race, guys.
I didn't even realize it was
Jump
the
up to
final
our
lap.
leader, Krob, in Sector 1, well ahead. 3 seconds now to Stinner.
Nice throw.
Stinner, tons and tons of penalties here for Stinner. 15 seconds. Zampa right behind him, a second, 0.7 back at
Nice
6
about to make the
seconds.
move on Craig Conley here. He's going to make it. DRS up and goes past down the inside. Craig Conley
Good
gets
move
back
there.
ahead.
Excellent, excellent overtake in the corner. We're on board there. Conley takes a peek, dips back in, looks for the switcheroo here. Maestro does a good block, shuts the door.
Door firmly shut there. Zampa dropping quite a way back from center of
Comes
this
the
one.
leader, Krob, across the line. No penalties. That's going to be our race winner today. Stinner there, but you're going to see him fall way back here. Zampa into 2.
I think that's going to be
Zampa
that. I
gets
don't
that
think
P2
Basco's
spot.
Gonna get him. I don't think Basco will get him. No, he doesn't. So
No. Stinner gets the podium. Krob,
Oh.
Zampa, Stinner. So close. So close there, Loogie.
it was close, man. It was close. I just had Krob and Zampa the other way around. Damn.
So close.
What we got going on here? What we got going on here? So we got B still right on the back of Hazard.
That's correct. He's going to come around. He is going to get him on penalties. Hazard well ahead on him with penalties.
B has been providing me with pictures of your dog, man. For the missus.
Little
and
Bella.
it melts the missus's heart every time she sees it. These Bella winners.
Hazard crosses as predicted. B. Mars does jump him. Kroof able to get by Comic in the late session here. He's going to get by. We'll see what the penalties bring.
Hazard's dropping again. Truth moved past him. Who's
All
gonna
right,
be driver
Kroof in
of
for
the
the
day?
10th spot. Driver of the day
it's Jet Adam.
is
Jet Adam, yeah.
Jet Adam. Jet Adam, driver of the day. Fantastic run by Jet Adam.
Well deserved.
Don't go anywhere, guys. 15 viewers on right now. We're going to do some post-race interviews. Stay with us. We're going to get these guys in here and talk to them. You see Krob breaking out the fancy dance moves on the podium as he takes the big win today. Zampa and Stinner there, respectively, spraying the champagne. We're going to get those guys in here.
Invites going out now, boys. Join the party. Let us know your thoughts. Also, who was driver of the Jet Adam? Yeah.
Jet Adam, driver of the day. We got Krob, Zampa, Stinner. There you can see lots of penalties today, guys. Lots of penalties.
Yep.
Couple of guys in there with the double digits.
A tough race all around for everyone, man. I mean, just watching it, I forgot it was the last lap. I had no idea it was the last lap until you pointed it out, AJ, and I was like, oh, because the racing was just so intense all the way through, man.
Oh, I'm the same way. I was looking at all the action and the spiciness going on. There's a couple of battles there right at the end. Krob, the big guys, as you file into the party, make sure you tick the box. Tick the audio box at the top.
Stenner doesn't have a mic, I don't think. Stenner doesn't have a mic, I don't think. So, who will we get in instead?
All right, Stenner. We're going to get you a question on the stream. You want to type her on out there in the chat. I will relay it for everyone viewing. I do not mind.
Is that a GoFundMe page for Stenner to get a $15 headset?
Let's do that. Hashtag headset for Stenner.
with your
right.
£1 a month, Stenner will be able to partake in interviews.
Well, here, man, AJ's been giving out. He's been saying that he's going to give out a $10 Xbox gift card to anyone who can predict the top 3. So, Stenner, get in there, man. Next week, get your predictions in, and you might get yourself a free headset.
There you go. There you go. I just got to give a shout out to my co-host Loogie. So far, the closest prediction yet. He had Zampa, Krob, Stenner. Very close. Big shout out to Krob for making my bank account safe again this week.
Krob, man.
Very, very close.
You ruined it for me. I could have $10.
You broke my heart.
Trader. All right, let's jump right into these interviews. Krob, another great run as predicted. We were talking about your pace and your consistency and quality. Great launch off the starting line, and you just ran away with it. Let's talk about what your plan was after quali going into the race and how you executed.
Yeah, I was surprised everyone went mediums in Q2 because it doesn't feel like the best strategy found here. But I was pretty happy to see everyone around me was on mediums on the start because you can see the difference that makes on the start there. So yeah, after that, I made the mistake of going soft medium, which works if you have a safety car. I don't know if you noticed at the end there, I was lifting on every corner that was hitting my front right. I just couldn't. I was on 78% at the crossing the finish line, so I was pretty nervous about getting a puncture on that last lap. Yeah, so that was pushing a bit hard. So yeah, you can't do a soft medium here without a safety car. Basically, you need that safety car to give you that extra couple of laps leeway. But yeah, after that, it was just keeping it clean. I knew people would pick up penalties around here, so I was just trying to keep it clean, look after my tyres, and just get around, finish the race. This was the plan.
I'd like to point out.
It looks like the plan went.
People in the chat saying, "Is there a race that Krob doesn't win?" So it's looking like people see you as the favourite Krob.
I didn't win Vietnam. Was it Vietnam or was it Van Dort? I didn't win Van Dort, did I?
No, you did not. You did not, yeah. Yeah, that was the only one you haven't won. So well done, bro. Well done.
Well, looking at the post-race directory, the plan went to plan. No penalties for Krob. Big win again here. Zampa and Stenner with quite the battle there in the closing sections of the race. Stenner comes across the line in P2, but ends up P3 with penalties. Collect quite a few there, battling it with Zampa. Zampa with 6 seconds, Stenner with 15 seconds. I believe one of those was a penalty served in the pits for speeding. Zampa, closing laps of race, were you aware of the time difference there for penalties? And we noticed you battled for a little bit and then backed out of it. Were you just playing it safe there, trying not to lose the car there in the closing laps?
Yeah, well, me and Stenner were going at it since about lap 10 non-stop. We just kept overtaking and undertaking each other, and then yeah, towards the end I realised he's got a lot of penalties, so I'm not gonna risk it. I did go for one sendy send, but then I backed out. I didn't want to ruin it. I just let it play out. I was never catching Krob. He had the strategy figured out. If he'd have got a puncture, maybe a bit different, but no, it was a really good race.
Yeah, if you go back and watch, we got a lot of that battle. The back and forth trading was tremendous there. I mean, a lot of respect too. There was a part in Sector 2 where you guys were wheel to wheel. I mean, you couldn't have fit the head of a pin between your tires, but no contact. Tremendous respect to both of you guys for battling it hard, putting on a fantastic show for everybody. Tough break for Stenner there. Did collect a few penalties there in defense,
yeah,
and it cost him.
We did have a couple of little nudges in that, and I was trying to get out of his way. He might have picked up some penalties through the battles, even probably get removed, or maybe. But yeah, it's just racing.
Maybe you'll mix it up
If we've
here.
got clips or whatever, we can always have a look at those.
Yeah.
Yep, get those reports in, guys. Jet Adam, the driver of the day. Loogie, go ahead and take that one, man. Let's talk to Jet and hear what he did.
So Jet, man, it was looking like Hazard was going to be driver of the day up until the point where I mentioned it, and then he honestly we were on board with him, and I was talking about it, and then someone spat him out, or he spat it, or something like that.
That
And
was me.
You guys were. Oh, was it you?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's brutal.
I was going for an overtake attempt, and I recorded it because I'm not sure if it was my fault or his. I just got in front, and then we turned in, and then I just hit him, and he just yeah. And what happened in the race was first lap in the opening, somebody was spinning and broke my front wing. Otherwise, I had the pace of the leaders, but yeah, shit happens, yeah. I had a fun race, just constantly pushing.
Yeah, we were on board with you for quite a while. Watching you, and you were pushing the whole time, man. You were absolutely using those tires for all they were worth. So it was a good race from you, man, and well-deserved driver of the day. Hazard's probably
Thanks.
cursing you right now, but
Yeah, I feel bad for the guy. No.
just get a clip set and we'll have a look at it, man. Should be
I
alright.
will.
Absolutely. And we were watching that battle on my stream, so once that uploads, you can also use that as a point of view. We were kind of watching that battle happen, so I think we caught it all there too as well if you need additional coverage on it. Like Loogie said there in the post race, it was such a tremendous race. Like, we didn't even realize it was the last lap. There was a lot of battles going on, a lot of beating and banging. We saw some big wrecks, a weird glitch we're gonna have to look at on Aerox. Looks like it teleported him out of the pit lane into the wall. It was really weird there. Just a lot of action, a lot of good racing. So thanks everybody for tuning in today. Big shout out again to OTL always for giving us the opportunity to host this here on my stream. I absolutely enjoy it. I look forward to it every week, and I know Loogie and I have really enjoyed doing commentary together. So big shout out to Loogie as well, and all you guys racing and tuning in today. Thank y'all for the support, and we'll be right here next Sunday for round 13. No idea on the track yet, but we will get that out as soon as we find out. So thanks everybody, and we'll see you here next weekend.
Peace out.
Peace.